Good to have a week to reset and unplug for a minute.
Yeah, it was nice. Got to get away and see the sister-in-law soccer game at Loris. They won 5-0, so it was a good weekend.
What's been the focus then? Just getting back in, and does it take time to get back in the swing of things? Or you're year 6, year 5, whatever it is. Like you're probably used to it.
Yeah, I think it's nice because we got that Sunday afternoon to kind of get in the building and get reacclimated before starting the game week. But I think everybody's focused and locked in on the preparation.
What do you remember about Camp Randall in 23 and just that environment? And that's one of the places they talk about when they talk about college football.
Yeah, it's a good place to play. They got like the jump around thing going on and everything, and the fans love their team and they love football, so it's a fun place to go up to.
I know you don't have a ton of tape on their new quarterback. He just played it on Saturday, but what have you seen from him so far?
Yeah, he's a good player. I mean, they got depth for sure. They got talent all around, so we'll be looking to be prepared for that too.
How big is this game? What's the intensity level?
I mean, it's a Big Ten game. It's a game on the road, so we definitely got to bring our A game and make sure we're ready.
You talk about playing in night games. How it seems like you guys have a routine down because it's been every game is a night game?
Yeah, I think it's definitely helped kind of just playing so many night games. You kind of, like you said, get used to, the mental side of things and not playing the game before it's time to play the game. So I think we got some good practice at that.
What do you do before a night game? What's your routine?
Yeah, personally, well, the D-line actually will have like a movie night the night before. So usually watch a scary movie or something, and then during the day we have some meetings, and then I usually take a nap, and then kind of get going later on in the day and get ready.
Who picks a movie?
It's been kind of alternating. We've had a couple of good ones, couple of bad ones, but it's always fun just to, all be together.
What, you scare yourselves before the game?
Pretty much. It's kind of like we're all, in there kind of screaming and stuff and getting a little scared, but I think it helps keep us loose for sure.
What's been the good one then?
We just watched The Taking of Deborah Logan.
Okay.
It's it was a scary one for sure, but yeah.
Are you not seeing ghosts then on the field the next day, or what?
That's part of it. You got to go into your room after, and at the Kirkwood Hotel, I'm by myself in the room, so I got to kind of, watch some happy things before going to bed for sure.
So have you picked one this week yet, or?
We haven't. It's usually like a hotel decision, I'd say. Like a Friday decision at least. Yeah.
Gotcha.
When you've got 6 night games in 7 weeks so far, and counting Penn State next week, just you're a team that practices in the mornings. How do you guys handle being such a morning team, so to speak, and getting ready for night kickoffs?
Yeah, I think the staff does a good job of kind of filling the schedule with things so you don't have too much downtime to where, you don't want to be thinking, like I said, like playing the game before it's that time. So we have stuff going on, and we also, even in camp, kind of practice a couple times at night just to kind of get that routine as well.
When you lose a guy like Jaden Harrell, how does that shift what's going on?
Yeah, he's a really good player, obviously, but we have a philosophy here called next man up. So basically, Jay Montgomery is going to be stepping into that role, and I'm very confident what he's going to do.
What's he like?
Montgomery?
Yeah.
He's a good player. He's a hard-working kid. He's kind of like a first in, last out type of guy. So I'm excited to see what he'll do.
It sounds like they've really got you guys circled this year. They've been doing these 42 push-ups after practice because you guys put 42 on them. So does that get your attention, knowing that they've basically got you guys have had you circled for like a year?
We don't really focus too much on that. We kind of just focus on what we're doing every day in practice and just kind of the routine that we have.
How would you evaluate just you guys from a pass rush perspective? It just seems like kind of every week you guys have continued to kind of generate pressure and gain more confidence. Like, how would you evaluate the progression in the first few games?
I think we're definitely climbing as a defensive line room. I think we need to keep that as a main focus and keep working on it every day in practice, and I think it'll show up for us.
How much do you think a bye week can refocus a team and maybe even kind of change the course of the season?
I think it definitely helps just to have that time to kind of reflect on where you've been at and where you want to be at going forward. It's a good time to, think of new goals and the habits that are going to be necessary to get there.
What are the vibes like?
It's just been a tough week of practice. We're just trying to get ready for the game, and we're just really excited to get back up at Camp Randall.
Good to have a week off to just reset in the middle of everything.
Yeah, it was nice to have a week off, have a little reset, but we got back to work on Sunday, and we're just really excited for this weekend.
5 games into being a full-time starter, just can give us a little self-evaluation.
It's been fun. Got a lot of stuff to keep working on, but it's been a fun ride so far. Just excited to keep working and getting better as a room.
When you look at the quarterback position, whether Mark's can go or not, or where they have Hank in there, how does that change what you guys do? Any different philosophy or anything?
It doesn't really change anything for us. We love all our quarterbacks, and we know they're capable of doing everything. So I love all our quarterbacks. So I have no worry at all.
So there's no difference?
No. I think they're all very talented, and they're all our quarterbacks.
It seems like the past few weeks before the bye week, the offense was gaining momentum, taking steps. Can you guys feel that consistency kind of build game by game?
Yeah, I feel like it starts in practice. I feel like if you stack up good practices, it leads to games, like good games. So that's been our key and our focus is having good practices and helps us in games.
What's the intensity of this game? What does it bring?
It's a trophy game, so it's going to have a lot of intensity, but that's every game. Every game is a challenge, especially being in the Big Ten. There's no givens, so it's going to be a fun challenge for us, especially on the road.
How much is this a make or break game?
I feel like every game is a make or break game for us. It's just every game's a challenge. We go out there with the opportunity to win, and that's our goal every time.
Did you travel to Camp Randolph in 23?
I did, yeah.
What do you remember about just that environment?
It was fun. I enjoyed it. I also remember winning, so that was a fun moment. But it's a good atmosphere.
You get to play between Logan and Jennings. I mean, just what have you learned, not just this year, but over your time playing again?
It's a lot of experience that they bring. It's nice to have, but they also help me with little things in life, but also on the field. So it's fun talking to them in between plays or on the sideline. Just give them insight.
How have you seen Mark kind of grow in his progression throughout the year where, first game a little rough, but he seemed like he was getting some momentum, towards the end of that Indiana game?
I feel like he's just been practicing really hard, just trying to get better, staying after practice, grinding through. He's always here early, working hard, and he's always a great guy to everyone on the team.
How do you see him deal with this injury?
I feel like he's been working a lot, in the training room a lot. He's trying to get back, but he's really putting his full foot forward.
Is it hard when there's limited reps in practice that a quarterback can take? Usually it's the ones and the twos. But when you have a guy that may be in and out, and you got different guys taking reps, can that be difficult, not knowing who's going to go on Saturday and who's going to get the reps throughout the week?
Not really. I don't really worry about that. I just worry about blocking the down guy and just getting the calls and doing my job. That's what we work on in the line, is just doing our job and blocking the down guys. But I think all our quarterbacks are more than prepared.
How's Mark look this week?
I think he's looked good so far. He's looked really good, but I don't really watch the quarterbacks, to be honest, so I haven't really seen a lot. But I think all the quarterbacks will have a good.
What do you feel like is some of the drops? What do you think has been causing some of those? Some just as a receiving.
I would say just focus level. That's all it is. Some of them are tough catches. Not every ball's easy to catch. You're jumping in the air, moving your body around, but just focus and just, like I said, after practice, we're trying to get those reps and stay consistent.
Are you always getting those reps, every day after practice?
Yeah, every day.
And it's just you and the quarterbacks?
Yeah, whatever they want to work on that day, that's just what we work on. And then the jugs, work over the shoulder balls, work left, right, low balls, stuff like that.
Wisconsin's mentioned that they were looking forward to their opportunity to get one back against Iowa since Big Ten Media Days.
Right.
And knowing that they've kind of had this game circled on their calendar, how does that motivate you guys at this point?
I think every game motivates us, in my opinion, no matter who it is. I would just say we're just treating it like another opponent. We're trying to go in there and win, just score more points than them, literally. That's all.
When you were first entering the transfer portal before coming here this spring, what kind of drew you to Iowa?
I would say the discipline and the what would you call it, the stability here. Just knowing that Coach Farron's been here 27 years, and he shows a record of winning. You can't decline that. His career shows if I play under him, I'm gonna be a great football player. So.
When there are variables like the quarterback, football players talk a lot about controlling the things you can't control. What are the things you can control this week that you're focusing on?
We can always control our effort. We talk about blocking in the run game. I feel at the beginning of the year, my run blocking is not even good now. You know what I'm saying? I try to improve it every week, but I would say effort is probably the main thing, and focus. make sure you're hearing the call, make sure you're hearing the play, hearing the checks, stuff like that.
How important, based on what you've seen on film, is stuff like effort and physicality, just establishing yourself between the hash marks, even though you are a wide receiver?
Yeah, most definitely important. You know, Wisconsin's a very disciplined team. They're very physical too. You know, good up front, big guys, got guys that can run as well. So just being focused and locked in every play for real.
He's not the same position group as you, but how have you seen Nathan kind of step into the running back room and bring a little bit of consistency to a room that's been battered up through the first 5 games?
Yeah, Nate. I mean, he's a baller. I ain't gonna lie. He's gonna be really good here. He works his butt off. He's quiet. He don't talk too much, but he goes out and works. I caught a ball today in practice, and I don't even know how he was down the field. I was like 15 yards down the field, and he was somehow up there on the field and he was blocking for me. And I was just like, yo, like that's a, you know what I'm saying? That's a good teammate. He wants to win.
Seems like kind of the motto of this program is to stay level-headed. Coming off a loss and a bye week, kind of how does that keep your confidence at a high and keep you guys refreshed?
And thanks.
Yes, sir. You said the confidence.
Yeah, confidence coming off a bye week.
I would just say, like, just going back to what we know, you know what I'm saying, tough, physical, strong, smart, you know what I'm saying, like, not getting out of our frame of, like, oh, we lost, like, and then we have a bye week, you know, like, not getting lackadaisical, just honing in on the details. You know what I'm saying? Coach Ray, Coach Ferentz, like all the coaches, the whole staff reminds us every day, like, focus on the details, you know what I'm saying? Don't lose sight of what's in front of us.
How much did that long catch against UMass to open the game, like, just kind of spark you over the last few weeks after just one catch those first two? It felt like that was kind of opened the floodgates for you. I don't know if it did confidence-wise or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely, you know, gives me confidence, you know, going out there as a receiver, you know, you want to catch the ball, but you also, you know, you got to do your job as far as in the run game, too, and blocking. But, you know, first couple of plays in the game, you know, so you can't ask for nothing better than that. You know, spark the offense and give them momentum, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that.
What have you learned from Gil about run blocking as a wide receiver? Because, I mean, it just feels like you can line him up on the line and it'll help out.
No, actually, like, his effort, like, is unmatched, like, and the effort that he gives in practice is, like, he sets the standard for the whole receiver room. I'm not gonna lie, like, I never met, like, such hard-working kid, like, or a young man, like, he sets a really high standard for the receiver room.
Have you ran it all with Jeremy throwing it all?
Mm-hmm.
We just don't know a lot about him. What have you seen from him?
Likes to extend the play, you know, great touch on the ball, smart, a little flashy, I like it, you know, and can maneuver around, you know what I'm saying, scramble around a little bit.
Had you heard about him at all down in Georgia? I mean, he kind of had a reputation for himself.
Yeah, I knew about him a little bit. He's 2 grades younger than me, but when I was like, or maybe I was a freshman in college, I don't know, but I remember they went to the state championship. He was at Walton. I peeped him. He was a baller. He was a baller back in the day. He still is. Yeah. But he was a baller at Georgia.